So now it looks like we've got everybody lined up and ready to play. We did have that substitution, so we're going to have Wize playing instead of Lunar. But for IM, we've got America, Anbu, Radical, and Walla. And then for Tier 1, Gigz, Riot, Rojo, and WizeBoy.
Yeah, that's right. And we've seen WizeBoy play in a couple tournaments early on when we were finishing up our Destiny 1 stretch. I haven't seen him play since.
Yeah.
So, you know, obviously we haven't really had any tournaments.
Which makes it hard to see anybody play. Right. That's true.
All right. Well, flying down to game 1. This is the same map and game mode set as we used for our matchup against Pinnacle and Primal.
Yep. So we're starting with Clash on Distant Shores. We'll just have to see how it goes.
Clash.
Looks like starting off with Gigz on screen.
It's our first face cam.
Yeah, we do have some face cams coming in. Swapping back over to Riot now. Yeah, I know. I think Walla's got a face cam too when we go over to IM. So Riot starting off trying to sight down here. Nobody yet. It's kind of a holding back strategy here.
Yeah, definitely a hanging back strategy. We've got WizeBoy pushing up a little bit just in case he needs to clean up any kills or damage that gets put down by Riot.
And I think waiting for that power ammo to spawn up too, just a little bit in front of him. But Walla going down now. Rojo getting a couple and loading up that shotgun as Radical takes out Riot over with the SMG. And so now Walla spawning back up. They are down 1-3 starting this off.
And you have to wonder whether or not T1 knew that IM was going to start getting a little bit more aggressive with their gameplay and using that to their advantage to start off this first little set of kills. They find themselves up 2 points and maybe in the heads of IM, but we'll find out.
Maybe. 2 points isn't a whole. Uh-oh. Okay, careful. Oh. Well, it's getting a little bit tripped up on the side there. And 2-4 right now. Gets some shots on Gigz, gets the nade out, but it bounces backwards off of the side as he pushes around the outside, trying to get a little bit in there. Gigz is backed up and gotten all of his health back, 6-2 now, dropping under 9 minutes. So over to Gigz and Tier 1. Moving out with that Vigilance Wing, and he's kind of been bouncing around this whole cliff area, just kind of waiting for people to come out from B, come out from the tunnel, and just lane them. I think he just saw somebody run out to his left. It was a teammate. Okay.
Yeah, so Tier 1 currently running with a Graviton, a Vigilance Wing, another Scout Rifle I didn't recognize. So you can already see with at least 3 members of their team, they're trying to run a little bit more of the long to mid to long range game type, trying to hold down this side of the map with the long sight lines. And if they're able to put the damage down to IM before IM is able to put in that aggression that they were talking about, then this game's going to be a little slower. And that's 1 member down of Tier 1. That's 2 members down, and now IM's going to get to sweep through, except Rojo.
Coming in. I think Riot's using the Polaris Lance. I think that was the one that you didn't recognize there. So Walla coming in.
That goes, pew.
Yeah. So Walla getting a kill there, and now tied up 8-8, loading up that shotgun, moving in with the Graviton, and getting ready to push in with both America and 1 other member of the team, moving in through that choke point, coming out to try to get the punch off, couldn't make it happen, got teamed up by 2 and swapping up the power weapon again.
He just barely missed that shotgun shot, which would have translated over into at least 1 kill and then perhaps a second, but instead he had 2 people slapping him around right there.
Yeah, and so now Walla's got 2 trapped up in that A corridor, popping the shield over in the dark tunnel, and then glitching out real hard. Interesting strategy. See, that's the shield taking a long time to pop too. 10-11 with 7 minutes left to play here as we wait for the stream to solidify. And wait. And swap to Gigz, who is also waiting.
Wait 1, please.
11-11. We've got points that are still being scored. We can hear the Vigilance Wing being fired, and some more shots coming off afterwards. He takes Walla down.
Just running with a couple difficulties, able to secure that kill. Actually, I don't know if Rojo got the kill before any damage was done by Gigz.
Might have. Gigz moving now into Grotto, and I think his audio is slightly desynced, so we're going to have to watch that. But loading up the power ammo, 13-11. Tier 1 does have the advantage with 6 minutes and 25 seconds left to play here. Pulling out the Vigilance Wing, trying to take 1 more down. Rojo has got America down with the grenade, trying to get the snipe off, not able to do it, and goes down to Riot. That's Wallah going down to Riot before he could get that wall up.
Yeah, Wallah was trying to get the wall down, but he was still in the sight line. So while he was absolute, he took just enough damage, and he lost that sniper ammo.
Oh, but Anbu going off on a 5-6 kill streak, bringing out the Dawnblade, and casting Daybreak, getting all of that going down. And so now Wallah pushing back in through the center to the tunnel. Has one teammate there, and now trying to sight across, where Tier 1 has done a good job of kind of using cover and using the map and not really presenting themselves all that much. Riot popping that Storm Trance and gets one, taking Anbu out, and then they're able to get some nice teams on WizeBoy. The shield is up, but Wallah is down. I am up 19-17 as we swap back over to Gigz.
IM used, they finally were able to crack that defensive hold on this side of the map, and it looks like they might be setting up. No, they're pushing a little bit more into the middle again, but finally cracked that and was able to bring the score back up much closer. Actually, they're now leading. So,
yeah, I am up to 19. I'm not up to, but I am is up to 19-17. 5 minutes left to play. We did see Gigz take down that shield that Wallah was able to put up with his dying breath, and then get a couple more shots out to the side. I mean, it's inconvenient. You don't want that shield to be there because it's going to take away way too much of your health if you accidentally run through it.
Right.
Sitting back here, Phoenix Dive down to get some of that health back, take a little quick look, and we've got two teammates on the far side of the Shrine Pillar. One pushing around the outside, though, and that was a shotgun kill. Radical coming around with some kills. We've got Wize with the Arc Staff going out now as we swap over to Wallah. They're up 22-20 now. Shots in on WizeBoy's Arc Staff. Pushing back now from center to Dark Hallway. And it looks like Wallah really likes to live in this area of this map so far. He's been almost entirely going from center, Dark Tunnel, to the outside of the Shrine.
Well, yeah, like I said, last time we saw this map, all about controlling this middle area if you're trying to transition from certain parts of the map. This gives you so much freedom to do that. And now we've got a Dawnblade coming through what we call suicide, and it's dead.
Yeah, that was pretty much death. We've got one kill coming out from Wallah, 2 kills coming out from Wallah, taking both WizeBoy and Riot down. He's got one more out in center, but instead he's going to push around through the Shrine. Not sure if it was fully a teabag or not. He dropped out a couple times. I'd say maybe. Wallah has swapped to a sniper, tries to take one, just pulls it to the side.
I think he got flinched there just for a second. You can see the damage down on his shields. And it was really nicely timed by his enemy there, because his face was about to be gone.
It was a very close game right now, 25-24, 3 minutes and 20 seconds left to play. Some nice team shots there with Wallah getting the last shot to take out Rojo. Add one more to that score. We've got a couple members of T1 around this corner, probably here in the Shrine where they do like to hang out. Gets Gigz down, and we had Anbu with another, but then here come three kills. Riot with 2, and I think Gigz with another one. Taking one out as we swap over to Riot, loading up that shotgun, and now only 1 point behind. He's getting chased, but he's able to take out America as America takes him down, getting only 1 kill with that Storm Trance. So now 28-29, under 3 minutes to play. Riot spawning back up.
We've seen how strong America can be with that Storm Trance, and the fact that Riot was able to take him out really early on in that cast before many members of T1 went down is a big, big win for the momentum for T1 right now.
Yeah. So now Wallah coming out and able to pop that shield before Riot was able to take him down all that much, as America got a nade kill over on Gigz. But Rojo, here we go. We got 2 super kills coming out as he's charging around, and then Riot goes down. Anbu taking him out to the punch, and we swap back over to Wallah. It's tied up 31-31. 2 minutes and 11 seconds left to play. And this does not look like the steamrolling that it started with yesterday. Tier 1 definitely playing decently, despite even having a sub today. Wallah, though, getting a couple kills. There's Radical comes in with a shotgun as well on Gigz, and Wallah now going to load up that sniper rifle. Okay, yeah, don't shoot America. He's on your team. Pushing out through the center door, just trying to scope in and get that initial pick. Instead, leading, and a nice nade out. He's got at least one suppressed around the side, jumps out to finish it. It's Rojo, but he goes down. But that's a lot of kills all of a sudden coming out from IM.
Yeah, that was a nice 2-1 trade, and the rest of that shotgun ammo is going to go down to Radical. I was going to say they probably were going to try and slow it down a little bit with that sniper rifle. They had the lead. But then all of a sudden, we got this amazing nade come out from Wallah, and you got to push that kind of damage, especially through the doorway, and the rest of his team knew it too.
Yeah, and those points did help them just pull ahead, get a 7-point lead, and now some team shots. Almost able to take one out, but Riot coming out with a Storm Trance. Radical, Anbu able to take Radical out with that, I think, or take Riot out with that as Radical pulls the Arc Staff. There was that kill that we were just talking about, and I am going up just a little bit more with a bunch of supers flying. WizeBoy and Rojo both with kills as America then takes out WizeBoy. Riot spawning back up, going from A cave to river, and now coming back out to the basin. We know a lot of the action was over here. He's going to take on Wallah 1v1, take him down to get a little bit of help from a teammate, but Radical taking him down too, using that SMG, and now pushing back out through the center as they're trying to get those points back, and he picks up a leftover ammo brick.
It is not out of the question for these guys to come back 8 points in 30 seconds. You push the tempo, you use this power ammo that you have. You've got Riot, you've got Rojo, both have shotguns at the moment, and we're going to see I am holding back, kind of like how Tier 1 was doing earlier on in this game to start. And there we go.
Yeah. So now Riot getting one shot off to start, dropping that Healing Rift, and gets Wallah with the nade as Anbu gets a double. And then we've got some more kills coming out in trades. It looks like America trading with Wize, and Riot just waiting up here to use that shotgun, but Anbu had the faster trigger finger and gets him with that. WizeBoy coming out with the Arc Staff popped, but that is the end of the game. 49-40. I'm assuming we went to time.
We did indeed, because they would have needed to get to 50.
That is how the game works, and you can't set it to 49. I know that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so that was game 1. And
I am taking that, going up 1-0 to T1. Let's take a look at our next map.
We're going to have to make sure that the scoreboard gets updated. It looks like we have it on the wrong side. 1 point to IM, 0 points to Tier 1.
All right. And then let's take a look at our next map set.
Let's do that. So next up, Control on Javelin 4, introducing that objective gameplay and smaller map.
The longer sight lines, or do you think that IM is going to be able to crack their stronghold because they can get up a little bit closer on this map?
I think it's going to come down to how they play the power positions in the map.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the power ammo positions, though that is very important, but we already saw in the first game, and we saw in some games yesterday, that we had basically you just lock down that area around the rocket in the center. Lock that down, throw some healing rifts down on that to kind of fortify your position, have somebody back up on zone B. That's one of those power positions where you can see all the way around the inner ring. You can see out through the center gap. You can also see over to the stairs. And that's one of those positions where if you hold it, you can lock down probably 3 out of 4 or 5 major sight lines in the entire map. And so if Tier 1 is able to use those longer range weapons and hold those down, then they can it's kind of like if IM keeps just charging and going full throttle and attacking, they would probably have a decent chance of doing that. Same goes for IM. If IM can keep them off of those positions, that's when I think IM is going to have the best chance. They play the best when they kind of create chaos, when they start getting kills, get that first pick, and then just push in aggressively. Because if they start killing everybody 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, those players are going to be spawning up in kind of, offset from each other. Sometimes you can get the split spawn. And then they can just say, all right, now we just have to hunt down the solo player. We have to find who got split spawn. We have to find who we just killed, and then just go after them aggressively and team them with numbers.
Yeah. All right. Well, we will see game 2 of this matchup. Can IM live in the chaos, or can Tier 1 lock down this map? Let's find out.
Let's find out. We've started, and Tier 1 already has a kill. So does IM. They've pushed his own B to start. We've got Wallah bouncing around on the inside. Hello, Rojo. There is... Xander's laughing at the rhyme. That was Wallah having a great spot and also having a good work with that wrist runner, being able to take out 2 to start, following with another. I think America actually got the credit for that. But Wallah kind of sitting in that center position, and I don't think Rojo even knew he was behind him when he had that shield popped.
Wow. Right on the spawns. That's how quickly Wallah was able to get to this side of the map. And they've got the 2-1 zone advantage. They've got the kill advantage, 15-4. And they've come out swinging
Yeah, and you see he's not going to cap that zone either. Unless they get one down, I mean, you can start to kind of spawn trap people and push them to a specific zone if the team has one. So he's got Rojo above him trying to take him out. He should get the punch and take him down. Walla doing pretty well to start this one up as America goes down to Riot.
I think they opted to have Walla push up because he had that power ammo, because he seems to be slaying pretty strong right now. You don't want to have that kind of a player who's on a hot streak holding down and staying back. So they're pushing him up. He ended up going down. Riot.
Yeah. So now over to Riot after Gigz took down Walla. They are trying to push up and take Zone B, but IAM has jumped out to a lead, 26-9 to start. Riot jumping back, trying to get that shot off. Gets one, gets Anbu off of the zone. Now going to keep trying to cap it so that they can keep that zone advantage going, and or at least pick up a zone advantage. So there's the cap, 100 to that. They've got both A and B, and now they got to start racking up the kills. That was the thing, was that IAM was like they picked up 2 zones so quickly and then just started piling on kills. So they jumped out to a pretty good lead, 11-27, playing to 100. Riot going to try for the push and the slide shotgun. Misses with the first, gets the melee off, and then try to finish off. Gets Made in America with the SMG to finish, and now pushing up to the generator power to pick that up, load that shotgun. And Riot's been doing some work with that shotgun too. We've seen some fun slides in and plays made with it as we swap over to Gigz.
Wow, look at the damage going down from Gigz. He is laying into the members, popping up in middle rocket.
That's one of those things, when you pull out that Vigilance Wing and you start shooting with it and you start feeling those shots and you're able to pull them down, make a bunch of them hit crits, it will melt you, and it feels really annoying to have that hit you. Using it in close range, Gigz taken out Radical, but Walla's nade comes around the corner as he gets Gigz and then Wise with the SMG. And so now Gigz spawning back up here on the deck to Fireworks as we swap over to Walla, who is spawning up in Generators at Zone C. So right now, IAM has a power play. They've capped all and, okay, Tier 1 able to take one back.
Switched over.
Tier 1 taking one back. Walla now going to defend this power ammo, trying to pick that up, get the snipes going again. Now, Xander, something that we saw in this, now he's going to have to try to take down the super. Pulls too quickly, but looks like a teammate was able to do it. Anbu takes out Wise, and now just waiting here on zone. Okay. He was waiting for that, and that is what happens if you come around a corner at head level against somebody like Walla. Walla now popping that Sentinel shield, going to start it off with the throw around the corner and just banking that Sentinel shield. Didn't get anybody, but definitely going to be a little bit of a deterrent. Pushing up now and just trying to get there as quickly as possible. He's got 2 behind him that he's going to have to watch out for.
Oh my goodness.
What? Okay.
With the sword throw, and he turns around and gets another punch on Riot. That's 3 in the course of that Sentinel. He had the time had just elapsed.
Yeah.
He was able to throw that shield out and get the finishing blow.
And so Riot coming in, finally finishing up Walla there to finish that little run. And IAM is up 46-28, 6 minutes and 8 seconds left to play. So now Riot going split from the team, going to try for a pinch, probably either moving in through center or pushing for that 8 seconds left hit power ammo over by Zone C and the spawns. Despite
Tier 1 only having 1 zone for the majority of this game, they're hanging in there 48-34. It's not an insurmountable deficit, despite the fact that they haven't been able to control the map the way that they wanted to. And Riot getting he got a double kill there.
Yeah, and that was, Riot picked up that power ammo block, which only had 1 left in it. Obviously probably wanted that second shot, wasn't able to get it, but did have the Storm Trance melee coming out. And now Gigz pushing around with the shotgun. Fast firing, finish it up with the melee, and he's got those Karnstein gauntlets on to give him a little bit more health back with that melee and help his healing move on like crazy with their most recent buff. And so now Gigz moving around the outside, trying to get some Vigilance Wing stuff. It's only a 4-point game now.
Yeah, it is. Tier 1 was able to get the second zone, and they're happy to take these trades. They're happy to keep this momentum going. They're pushing the tempo, and Gigz, we just watched him get 3 kills in a very short amount of time.
Yeah,
with those 2 zones. So that spells catch up.
Yeah. So I think Walla just suppressed himself as he was going around that corner. I saw him throw the nade down. I'm not sure. I don't think it was on purpose.
It's a strategy. Is it?
Walla waiting for that power ammo, though, and moving out. Almost could have had that shot there, and now moving back around the corner of inner ring, just quickly swiping back and forth. And, oh, we got some bouncing back and forth from Rojo, who's saying, hey, I remember when you killed me here. Now I'm going to take you out. And we saw some of that, a little bit of ducking action to make sure he was not going to be able to snipe him. Switching over to Riot, who's pushing to Zone B. Tier 1's taking the lead now, 57 to 53. Riot now pushing in from inner ring to outer, and he's going to be able to lane IAM as they push from Fuel out into the rock wall area. And so now Riot moving back with the rest of the team, moving into the staircase, and now they're going to try to hold this position.
Now, there's something that IAM did. If they couldn't push in to the really strongly held B area, they just wrapped around outside, went to go for that C, and now they have the zones in favor of them. Oh, no,
yeah.
Actually, IAM was able to, or Tier 1 was able to take it back, yeah.
So there's another shotgun shot coming out. Riot really starting to make some plays happen with that shotgun. Got the SMG out. We've got two on the other side. I think it's Wallah and Anbu. But then here comes Radical from the side. But Gigz able to slide in and take him out with the shotgun. Rojo getting another kill. And swapping over to Wallah. They are down now, 57 to 66. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to play. Trying to get some shots on Wize across the map. But now just taking some damage. He's got a bunch over there, and he should be able to hopefully get somebody suppressed with that nade.
Tier 1 starting to heat up. They've figured out how they want to hold this map down, and they're doing it really, really well. Riot able to get a kill down on Wallah right there, and they're up 14 points with less than 3 minutes to go. Maybe they've got IAM figured out right now.
It certainly feels like it. I mean, they've started moving. They've started kind of just killing them and getting them to spawn back up, finding them on spawn. We've seen a lot, especially from Riot and Gigz, when we swap to them, seeing their perspective and just laning, especially over here by Rockwall and Glass.
Boy.
Here comes the super coming out from Riot. Riot gets Wallah down with it, using that Crown of Tempest and going down, not able to take advantage of the buff on that and extend that with the kill. By the way, that is another one of those fun, recently buffed exotics that you can get. I think Fallout showed that you could have it active essentially up to like 26, 28 seconds.
That is so long to be in Storm Trance.
It is. You pop that with your grenade and melee full, so you get the Transcendence, and then just let it run, and it like slows down the ticks. Oh, it's a back and forth. Wallah was able to take out Gigz with the Sentinel as he goes, and then Wallah got a headshot on WizeBoy right after that.
Goodness.
He just pulls out of the super, turns around, and snipes him in the face.
Shield is greater than sword in this moment, and so is sniper rifle greater than face.
Yeah, that's usually how that works. So right now, Tier 1, though, still has the lead, even though Wallah was able to pull out those plays. And when the score comes up again, we'll be able to see that and actually see where we are as the game comes in. 89 to 68. Tier 1 starting to move away with it. Well, they're only 11 points away from that 100-point game limit. We've got a minute and 29 seconds left, 90 to 70. It's 20 points difference.
That being said, now we've got 2 zones in favor of Tier 1. And we've got Gigz laying into these guys. Oof.
Still going down.
It's getting closer and closer to that 100-point cap. And Tier 1 looking to tie it up against IAM.
Yeah, minute left, 92 to 73. It's going to take a big push if IAM wants to kind of come out with this. They're going to have to get all the zones capped, which they do not have right now. They have 1, and then come back 20 points to overtake. Gigz trying to lane right there, just knock it down. We've got the Arc Staff coming out, and Radical able to take out Gigz. We've got a dueling Arc Staff coming out from Wize. Riot taking out one more. WizeBoy with a double down, and Riot loading up the shotgun as well. So 96 to 76. Only need 4 more points if it was to pull in to. Excuse me. Let me reset that sentence. Only need 4 more points if they want to make it 1-1 in the series. We've got the nade out, trying to zone off that center doorway. 97 to 76 as we come into the end of this. 1 more point left, and Gigz going down. Just waiting for that last point to get scored. Wallah coming in, trying to get some shots with the Dire Promise and take them out, but 101 to 78. It is 1-1. Tier 1 and IAM, and Wallah is gone off the side.
And that's something to note, is kind of how that game started off and how it finished.
Yeah.
So we had IAM come out really strong, up by 20-something points. 20-something points. And then all of a sudden, you've got Tier 1 scraping their way back into the game. And it was kind of a reverse of how Game 1 went, where Tier 1 was up and then got their stronghold of the map. broken, and vice versa happened with this game where they were just able to kind of rally, and they were talking about how they want to get better every game and how they want to, limit mistakes and control what they have control over.
Yeah.
Control themselves, make sure that there's just not giving anything away for free.
Yeah.
And if they're looking to get better every game and they're starting to really pick up the pace against IM, I mean, they're starting to look pretty scary and pretty good.
Yeah.
But we're going back to Clash on Burnout.
All right. And we're back. Riot had to go for a second. He's come back.
And now we have all 8 players, and we are flying in.
We are. And just in case, let me make sure that game audio is out. We've had a couple desync issues, but it should still be coming through. Oh, it's just very, very quiet. That's all. There it is. I'll turn that up.
All right.
All right. So, starting off on Wallah, flying down. And once again, this is going to be on Burnout, which I almost called Burning Shrine. They're totally not the same. They're different, right? No.
Not really.
Not really.
Look, there's the sun. I guess we're going to the dark side of Mercury.
It's a lesser known part. I guess between D1 and D2, it became nighttime on this part.
Clash.
Which makes sense because the lighthouse was always, like, you could see this from the lighthouse, and that was always in the sun, so it makes sense that it would be dark. But
analyzing
let's talk about how the map is
the rotation of Mercury.
Yeah. Wallah's starting up here, and the whole team going back on the west side of the bridge. He's got a couple contacts across the far side. That should be a good nade. He gets some damage on one and gets them suppressed, trying to get the punch out. Almost got it and able to finish it up, though, before trading. Now Rojo and Radical going down. Gigz swapping back over in center. And we know that there is an enemy rift on the far side. So Gigz is going to back off, go try to help out Riot. Get some shots on Wallah. Wallah trying to come in and get something going. Not able to as Gigz takes him down.
Yeah, we can't hear their communication right now, but you know that was a call out. Hey, I need help. Come outside. And good help it was.
Yeah. Depending on the situation, it was either a, hey, I need help outside, or it was help, 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 help. Ah! Yeah, that would probably be more of me. So Gigz has a couple players over on the other side of that throne, going to push back to the inside where it looks like Radical just loaded up. Uh-oh, now we've got both Wallah and Radical with power ammo loaded up, both a snipe and a shotgun. So over to Riot, who's over here with Gigz, and one more on the outside, Rojo on the outside, taking out America with some teams. And here comes the shotgun.
There's Radical.
Radical was ready to use that shotgun. It took Gigz out pretty quickly, 8-5, with 8 minutes and 40 seconds left to play as Riot spawns back up in the east yard.
And there we go. Then we start to see kind of the standoff nature. We've got the power ammo from Wallah, and I can't remember who had the shotgun.
I think Radical had the shotgun.
Yeah, Radical. So if you want to, they've got a bit of what you might call a power play.
Yeah. Oh, Wallah gets a nice body shot on one going through the outside, and now trying to just line it up and get it. Like using it as a shotgun, taking out Riot. So there he goes with, as Xander once called it, just a pointy shotgun, using the sniper to no-scope from up close. Now finishing up that punch with the shot, trying to quick-scope on Wize, not able to do it, but a couple quick kills coming in for Wallah there as we swap over to Riot. Finishing up Anbu with the SMG.
This just feels like player after player funneling in from either team into this big doorway in the middle. And it's just kind of like a train of kills.
Kind of.
Right in that same area.
Well, the interesting thing about this map is that it's basically just, I don't know, you've got like 3 choke points, and then you've got the inside and the outside. And so it depends on when you get the pick or when you can make something happen that you can actually push through those choke points and try to reverse your situation. Otherwise, you can get trapped in the back, you can get trapped out on the beach. It can swap kind of the advantage very quickly. And so there we've got almost all of IM over in that far side on the west hallway coming in. Gigz getting 2 of them, and Rojo following it up with a shotgun to tie it up. 13-13, 7 minutes left to play. Gigz has been pretty surgical with that Vigilance Wing so far today.
Absolutely.
And now dropping that Rift right on the corner.
Oh, that's a scary spot, though.
And that, that healing Rift is good, but it's not gonna save you from all that many shots.
Yeah, no amount of overshield right there is gonna, especially when you got 2 or 3 members shooting at you.
Yeah.
So hugging that corner is not gonna hug that.
We had Wallah over here who was trying, it looks like, to play for that power ammo. He's got the shield up, but then he gets teamed because here was Riot with the power ammo, and Gigz came to help him out. So now Riot trying to sight in over the top of the tumbler. Nothing going. He's got 2 members of his team over here in bridge, and it looks like some of IM trying to lane across the bridge. So Riot with that shotgun going to push up, try to get the close call shot on them over the bridge. Somebody's here. Are they top level or bottom level? One jumping up. The stealing is going to stop it, but he gets radical as he falls down between the lower edge of the bridge, following it up with another kill with the shotgun before going down to Wallah.
That was great patience by Riot to just hang out underneath that bridge, knowing that he's got a shotgun, and if he just waits until the enemy team gets a little bit more distracted, he can come through and just sweep up.
Yeah, so now Wallah sighting in from outside on the other side of this big door, and all of IM is with him, and it looks like we're going to try to push in with Radical and using that Arc Strider's Arc Staff to push one way. Wallah now over in center as the rest of the team starts pushing around. Radical trying to push back, maybe secure a little bit of that power ammo before moving on. And that's, you know, one of the, sure, maybe you don't get all that many kills, Riot taking out Anbu with the super, but you still secure that power ammo, and that's going to be important. Gigz has picked up that shotgun.
Yeah, that's going to translate not only from, you know, because your super has a limited amount of time that you're able to be in that empowered state, but if you can translate the super into maybe 1 kill, but then also securing the power ammo, you're going to be able to continue that reign of terror over the enemy team. And now we have a Storm Trance from Mid-America, but WizeBoy gets 2 kills. It's a super off.
And there comes Rojo trying to push Wallah in the back. All of them just kind of trying to avoid those supers that are going on. And Rojo engages from a little too far away. Wallah able to finish him off with that SMG. And so now Wallah's got the sniper out. He's got somebody on the outside, gets a body on him. He's got, I think, Gigz trapped right around the corner. Going to get the nade to start. Use that sniper once again in close range, but just pulled the shot, and Gigz was in that rift. And so he wasn't able to finish that off. So now Gigz, with the super charged up, reloading, trying to use that vigilance to zone Anbu down from the outside, and gonna pop that once more. Swapping over to Riot, who's got the vigilance, or not the vigilance, the graviton, trying to finish it up, but Radical coming in with the headshot on Riot to take him down. Right now, it is still tied up, 27-27, 4 minutes and 18 seconds left to play here. Riot coming back up over the top of the bridge. He's got 2 teammates out to his left in front of him, and they're both trying to take somebody out at West Tumbler. And misses a couple of shots to start, but he had the help to be able to finish out Anbu as Wallah comes in from behind and takes out Riot. So now Wallah trying to get rid of that opposing shield and going to fight the Dawn Blade, or the Daybreak coming out of it.
Shield.
Oh, only able to get 1, though, able to trade with Rojo, who was able to get him down with the final shot from the hand cannon.
But Gigz is still up and alive. He was able to take out Radical and Anbu with that Daybreak. And now they found themselves up 2 points, and he was not done. There's 1 more sword for good measure, 32-35.
Yeah, and so now that's Tier 1 once again starting to take a little bit of a lead. 3 minutes and 29 seconds left to play as Wallah spawns back up outside and gets ready to start pushing in. We hear another Sentinel coming out, and it is not Wallah. He's right here. It's Riot. Riot coming in, getting Anbu, Rojo, sorry, getting 3, Anbu, Radical, and America. And now we've got Wallah just trying to wait it out and maybe take him out of that with the sniper rifle. He's somewhere here. He's going to pop that shield over there, try to force him to push in through it. Watch out for that nade damage, and now all of Tier 1 is over on the other side of that bridge and starting to try to break that shield. It wouldn't, and now he's just trying to wait for the shield to break to take that shot, and there's some help coming in, but he got flinched off of that, and a bunch of kills coming in for Tier 1 in that instance, 41-34, 2 minutes 45.
And there we go. We saw him switching over to the shotgun. We've had a couple members say, or a couple of our players say that if they're not feeling the sniper rifle, switch over to a shotgun. Then you can just kind of get in people's faces. You know how to play it. And there it goes.
Yeah, and so that was Wallah already starting off with a nice set of hand cannon shots to start it off, and then trying to figure it out, but Riot taking him down with the melee. And so now back over to Riot, who is suppressed. Wallah did get that down on him, and pushing back around the outside. East Tumbler going to try to load up that power ammo with the graviton still, but picking up that shotgun, and we've seen him do some damage with it. We'll see if he does any more.
Absolutely. They're up by 7 points with 2 minutes left to go. We need to see a little more aggression from IM if they want to be able to take this lead.
Whoa,
my goodness.
Double down from Riot. Pushing through, IM funneled into that hallway on bridge. Riot able to pull out that shotgun and just 1, 2, 3 quick firing, take out 2, and now sighting in over onto the east tumbler, from east tumbler to the east hallway, coming in from the outside.
Well, now we've got all of the power ammo spawns inside with Tier 1. Tier 1 has the lead, the power ammo, and the lockdown. It's this really tough situation for IM to be in, being down with, we're coming to time here pretty soon. Also, we're coming to points. 2 points to go until Tier 1 takes game 3.
Yeah, we're only playing to 50, and Gigz might have it with this one. There it is. That's the last one. All right, Tier 1 going to go up now.
Yeah, they did a great job. It seemed like a little bit of IM aggression was going to translate into a second win, but then it kind of just switched over, and Tier 1 able to look at the damage Gigz was able to produce there with a 2.63 efficiency, 6,200 damage. That's more than Cup from before.
Yeah, that was 5,000. And so we had so much going down there. Tier 1 able, pretty much like we said, holding on to the position and making the play happen that way. So now let's look at where we're going next. Let's look at where we're going next as they swap up their leader for the next one. And it's going to be that survival match on Endless Vale. And we'll just see how they play it.
The serenity.
So nice. Just
before the fight.
Listening to the silence for a second, the nature around us. Anyway, let's get right into it. Riot starting off, pushing over to the side. We got some of those lane shots and the nades coming out, and this is a location that we did see. He's going to get suppressed immediately. Anbu taking out Riot with the grenade.
I think he's standing right on top of a solar grenade that got put up on top there.
Gigz trying to get the nade out, and Gigz with a melee kill and a couple coming back the other way. So right now, Tier 1 already at a life disadvantage, 4-2. And back over to Wallah, who's trying to get some shots there with the hand cannon, but goes down to Wize. Still, IM with a 2-0 life advantage. And I guess we're going to get the rest of Tier 1 spawned back up. That's going to be 1 down permanently as far as I can tell. We might still have 2 down permanently for this whole match. 1 life left in the bank. There's Wallah trying to take that snipe, not able to pull it, but still waiting up in this kind of power position in the more kind of, I don't know, how would I say it, built up area with the with the 2 little cubbies there, trying to get the melee finish on Rojo. Not able to do it, but it is a 2-1 right now for IM. Wallah's going to be down, and that is going to be Tier 1, or IM taking the first round of this survival match.
You can call it the shrine or the platform, or
I could.
All right, well,
yeah.
I don't know. You were looking for words. I was giving you a couple.
I can find words sometimes, but that helps. Wallah now starting off this round, pushing through. They do have that 1 round lead to start off, trying to get some shots across with the Graviton, and now just backing up. You'd think probably trying to make a little bit of a play for the heavy, and we see 1 going down into the drain, kind of WizeBoy waiting around the outside. Going to have to be careful there, and it looks like Wallah has swapped over to a Hunter, because I believe he's playing a Gunslinger now. He just threw out that throwing knife.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and so Riot going down. Rojo, though, getting 2 kills right before that. And Tier 1, in this instance, 5 lives to 3. So now they've got the advantage. And we've got Gigz a little bit behind that. There we go, 5 lives to 3, still going, 1.5 minutes in the round. So Gigz going to be able to get that shotgun ammo, and just going to have to get close enough to somebody to actually be able to use it. 5 lives to 2 now. So still a decent advantage in this round for Tier 1. And again, no radar in this mode. It is one of the D2 competitive modes. So they have to use as much teamwork as possible and figure out where the rest of IM is.
What do you think the strategy for switching up over to Gunslinger was? Perhaps, I mean, if there's no third person for it, I guess maybe the longer sight lines, being able to, once you hit a sight line, being able to hit your shots, especially with the no radar game card. Interesting.
Yeah, not entirely sure, and I didn't see the rest of the build that went into that either. So right now IM is down to no lives left. Tier 1 still has 4, as there's Gigz taking out another with the shotgun. He already had 1, trying to follow it up with a 3rd, and takes out Anbu. 3 lives left, but I think only 1 left over on IM's side. This round is looking like it might be in favor of Tier 1. They've still got 2 lives left and only 1 player left over on the IM side before they go down and cede that round.
Well, giving the Gunslinger is
found you. There we go. Just waiting for that last person with no radar. It's a lot harder to figure out where they are. So 1-1 now.
Luckily, though, I mean, if you're Walla, you're going to want to go down as soon as you can.
Yeah. Don't give him any supercharge time.
Right. The odds of you being able to take out all the members, and even the time it would take for you to take out all the members, you don't want to spend that time. All members of Tier 1 were getting super ammo, super energy, and your team wasn't. So the trade-off just isn't there.
True. So there you had Walla able to take out one around the corner, but Gigz with the Daybreak coming out and gets one to start. Walla trying to get one more. Teammates come out and get that, but Gigz with a double with that Daybreak gets both Anbu and Radical. And right now, Tier 1 once again up just a little bit. Now we're going to get to see it from the other perspective. There's both of them with one sword. Double play for Gigz, and now Gigz using the great speed of that that updated. Well, I guess it was updated a little while ago, but that updated Daybreak super, able to push across to the side of the map and try to get the spawn on the other side. Not able to though as he went out. Now 1-1 as we swap back to Walla, who does have one shot left in that sniper rifle and is going to be trying to almost charge up that super a little bit, pick up that orb, and is going to be very close. Probably next round, maybe end of this round. I would say give it about 5 more seconds. Probably not going to use that till the next round, though. And there is the super, so we do have a gunslinger. Almost got the body to start and tried to get the throwing knife out. Able to finish it up, though, with the melee. Jumping around. That's a double for Walla. And now, okay, no lives left on either side. I think Walla's still going to spawn back up. We've got 2 down on Tier 1. Yep, so Walla spawned back up. We had 1 go down, but it's a 3-2 right now. And IM has the advantage. So Walla pushing in. We've got somebody in this cubby able to finish him up with that Risk Runner. Try to get some hand cannon shots over on Riot on the far side. But we've got a Sentinel Shield from Rojo who's going to try to take this round. Now, Walla could pop that golden gun if he wanted to. I think Rojo's going to be done with the Sentinel Shield at this point. It's just a 1v1, though, and there are super. Yeah, so it's running. Wow. Sentinel Shield is done. Walla could pop that. We saw super get pops in this situation, but he might just try to play it out.
Is it worth it to him to try and pop it? If Rojo ever stands on top of that B flag, he's going to...
Rojo had a shotgun and comes sliding in with it to take out Walla. He was trying to get positioning for that overtime. Not able to do it. So 2-1 Tier 1. But IM came back pretty decently to make that a close one.
What an amazing job by Rojo. If there had been lives on IM's side, then maybe going and dying would have been ideal, but he still had that Sentinel, and he believed the fact that he wasn't going to waste much time using it to kill members of IM, and he translated it into a round win.
Yeah, and so now Walla just trying to get a couple shots in wherever he can. We had Wize and Radical, or Wize taking one, Radical taking another as Gigz went down, and there comes that Arc Strider taking one out.
Wize has really impressed me with the way he's used that Arc Strider so far. The speed at which he's able to translate it into kills is really, really a great job, and it's keeping, I think, a lot of the speed at which Tier 1 is trying to play this particular game type, it's keeping it pretty fast.
Yeah. And so now it's 2-1, and I am actually up in lives, 2 lives to none. And we've still got 2 supers over on IM's side. So you'd think they wouldn't need to pull this since they've got essentially a 4v3 right now. But there is a super over on the Tier 1 side, so they're going to have to be a little bit careful of it. And here's Riot. He's the one with that super, getting some shots over. And the suppression nade misses him, so he's still going to be able to pop that if needed. 45 seconds left in the round, and I'm just going to try to isolate and pick one off at a time. He's got one over here. I think he's got America in the cubby. One more jumping out, though. He's going to get shot down, and that is going to prompt a switch. Swapping back over to Gigz now with that Vigilance Wing going down.
One member left, and that is going to be round 4 going over to IM. They are neck and neck.
Yeah, this one's been pretty close. It's back and forth. Gigz leading the team with 16 right now. Walla going down immediately. And 5 lives to 6. So here comes the super for Riot coming out with the Storm Trance, trying to get that round win. Riot gets Anbu, and America just went off with, I think, 3 kills, all one after another.
Oh, the Graviton explosion, laying it down with a lot of splash damage.
Yeah. And so now we've got Riot getting one more, taking Walla out around the corner. They've got the advantage right now, 3 lives left to 1. Tied up in this round as the rest of the team comes into the corner. They get the rift down and now just holding position.
You know, this would be a completely different story if America wasn't able to get that Graviton Lance. Well, he goes down to the shotgun right there. Riot taking some shots from behind. They're still down a life.
Yeah, Tier 1 up one life at the moment, and they've taken down 2. There's another.
Whoa.
Riot going crazy with that shotgun right now. 3 down, only 1 left over on IAM's side. And all members, and
Wow.
there's the shotgun again. Riot just kind of single-handedly took out the last 4 players.
He's just right place, right time.
Yeah.
Nobody seems to be shooting him, especially when it was a little bit chaotic there down underneath the shrine. And he translated it into wiping all of IM, and he's got 1 more round to go before he can advance.
Yeah, if Tier 1 is able to win this round and get to the 4-round win cap that we're playing with, that's going to be them moving on.
I think this is the first time we've heard the Goldie from Walla.
It is, and I'm wondering if we're going to swap over there or watch this part. But Walla coming out with the golden gun. They've got to come back 2 rounds now if they want to have a chance of getting forward and pushing this to a Game 5, because Tier 1 is up 2-1 right now in the overall round standings.
And we'll get back to you in just a second.
As we see how this settles out. It's coming. We can hear the sounds going on. There have been some shots that went up at the top. We see a 4 and a 4. See Riot getting 2 kills there to start. Rojo with 1 as well, and Rojo on a 5-kill streak. 4 lives to 2. It's looking pretty good for Tier 1 right now. 1:20 left in the round, and now Riot's settled back up and pushing back through. We had, I think I heard a super come out there. Didn't see it come out. Rojo with the Sentinel shield able to get Walla down. 2 lives to none left now, and 2 down for IAM.
Yeah, this is a really bad situation for IAM. They're down in lives. They're down in supers available. Everything's spelling Tier 1 right now.
Yeah, Tierone. We're swapping over to Walla, I guess, trying to find a regular stream, and it looks like that is not that. That is the stream itself. I guess we must be done here. Okay, that was the end. So we had a little bit of a glitch on the stream coming in there, but it will be Tier 1 taking that win 4-2 and moving on to the next round. I feel like we didn't get to see the end of that.
I know, I'm sad about that, but it is what it is, and we've got to move on forward. Tier 1 eliminating IAM in round 2 of the losers bracket.
Yeah, so let's take a quick look at what our bracket is going to be coming up. We'll get a quick word from us on that, and then we will get our next match set up. So next up, we've gone through L3, we've gone through L4. The L5 match, which is not the next one, is going to be Pinnacle versus Tier 1, as both Primal and IAM have been eliminated. But next up will be BSK, Bomb Squad Kittens, versus Destined. And that's going to be a match that's going to be kind of old versus new. Destined have really come up kind of in that scene, in the scrim scene, and in kind of just competitive Destiny.
Yeah.
In Destiny 2, well, BSK have been one of our mainstays from all of D1, essentially.
All of the length of Destiny being around. And I am so excited